best.
Boom. Man, that was quite the process. But this is honestly my first one, so it kind of feels like it's your first one too for some weird reason.
Setting everything up.
Cheers. All right, here we are again. We're live and nobody's watching.
Gotta beef up those followers, man.
Apparently so. I should use a robot. No. That's what I wanted to chat a little bit about is Instagram in general as a platform for brands and marketing in general. So I guess we can start off with that. Unless you...
I think Instagram is the platform right now.
It is.
It's been the platform for a long time. I think Facebook's still kind of there, but it depends kind of your following. Like if somebody's starting from like ground zero, I feel like they shouldn't start on Facebook. I think it would be a good idea to start on Instagram.
The demographic, the age demographic, the younger are literally dropping off Facebook like flies.
Exactly.
And so I just spoke to a client today about like their demographic is that older demographic from like, I don't know, 40 and on, but I feel like the age is increasing on Instagram, right, as well. Yeah. So I think my top two platforms would be YouTube and Instagram, and I feel like a lot of YouTubers are coming from YouTube to Instagram. And for me, I'm going from Instagram to YouTube. But I feel like there's a lot of YouTubers that are now coming on to Instagram as a platform to share what they're doing on YouTube, and they're kind of combining the two.
Definitely.
Do you see that?
Yeah, especially since IGTV came out, last year, the year before, that helped out a lot. I don't think it's an either or situation. I think it's definitely it helps out. YouTube's a little more difficult to get into and grow your brand or your business, but I think Instagram's still just the best. But it's always good to have backups too, man. I know, Instagram, who knows, dude? It's still just a weird platform. You could get deleted for something. I've always heard about people getting deleted, their accounts getting deleted for weird reasons or getting hacked. So you don't want to build something up and then have it get, have them delete it and then you don't have anything. So it's always good to have, I think mine right now is like Instagram and YouTube. And I just started building my YouTube following, so.
Well, I'm just starting my YouTube. And I'm just starting to get in more Instagram in general as far as marketing and building a brand on Instagram, and that's why I kind of hired or reached out to this guy Ryan Megan that's been kind of consulting me and helping me on how I can build my brand and kind of niche in and figure out what I should focus on and how I should, again, just use the platform a lot more effectively to reach my demographic, right? And because before I wasn't really using Instagram for that, so I'm really new to YouTube though. But again, this goes. I mean, I feel like I've seen a lot of YouTubers jump on Instagram, but they're not using it as like content creators as they would on YouTube, and so I'm pretty new on the YouTube end of things. But
I think the whole YouTube thing is the lifestyle angle works a lot. Even if I've noticed, even if somebody has their niche and it's like, hey, I'm a photographer, check this out. It's the lifestyle side of it. You know what I mean? Hey, not only, I see a lot of tutorials, but people work in hey, how to use this camera or the top 3 cameras to use. And it's more of their lifestyle and how they use it. And I think that's really cool. And that's one thing that's different from Instagram is you can elaborate on a lot of different stuff that you can't elaborate on. Well, now that they have IGTV, it's a little different, but I think you can really, I don't know, like I said before, I don't know a lot of people that watch IGTV. I haven't even really looked into it to start building my IGTV following, I guess. Not really following, but start building it, Is that you?
Yeah.
What was that? So I don't know, man. I think what you were saying before is you just started, and I think some good advice for people starting any platform is have a checklist of things to do, but it's not just important to do everything right. It's important to start. To start. You've been talking about this podcast for how long? Like
I
3 months,
know.
maybe. At least to me, at least 3 months. And then it takes a while. Like technically, like getting everything set up. And I mean, how long does it take us just to figure out all this stuff? And you got a bag of wires over there.
Like I have a big bag of wires.
You know what I'm saying?
And I don't
So
know half of those things, but
number one is definitely just do it. Just start. Even if it's with your freaking iPhone. Like you did it right. You put some time into it. But even if you just have an iPhone and you don't even have microphones yet, just start with your iPhone. Just the iPhones have 4K video now. You know what I'm saying? Buy a $20 mic that hooks up to it, and you're fine. But number one, just start it. Number two, to learn how to grow your following, interaction, because you can read an article or an audio book, and they can be like, okay, do this, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna do all this, and it still might not work for your brand. So interact with your following. Like people, like I've learned that a lot, especially as a DJ. When people come up, obviously DJs don't like requests, but when people request a certain song so many times, it starts getting in your head like, wait, should I know this song? You know what I'm saying? So when you have your YouTube platform or your Instagram platform and people are asking for certain content or they like something a lot, you got to take that as a sign like, okay, I need to start doing this more. And I think that weighs a lot more than doing like a checklist or like, asking someone like, hey, what should I do? Just look at the signs, look at what people like.
Well, that's the thing is too. Also, having like my following isn't really necessarily my demographic. At least not the majority of them. So that's the thing is too, is not getting caught up in the focusing on. Well, I don't have a big following, or I don't have just start creating the content, and that following will start to build.
It'll gravitate towards.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I had to get out of my own head and start doing was, all right, I need to reposition myself and actually create a brand through my Instagram. And then from there, just start creating content. Like I posted a video about using my GoPro. Like here's the essentials that I'm using, because I just need to start talking about the things that I'm doing.
Yes, practice.
And just start, and at least that's what the cool thing about the stories on Instagram is that I can practice being in front of a video, talking about things that I enjoy doing, but also like my business and what I'm actually doing. So that's what I like about Instagram. And obviously now I'm going to be getting onto YouTube and start, doing all that stuff. But what you had mentioned, being as a DJ and your demographic, what is your brand? Like what I mean, obviously people love music, people that go to clubs or whatever. Like what do you see as you've been building your brand, the engagement and the people that are following? Like what is that?
I mean, obviously, when I started, it's actually funny you asked this. I went through my Instagram and I had 7,000 posts, and most of them, I would say 80% of them were memes, just from like back in the day when I had barely any. I remember posting pictures being like, 2,000 followers, this is awesome, thanks guys, like that. And I'm just laughing like, oh my God. And the screenshot was like of the old format of Instagram. It's hilarious. So one of my goals was just to go back and delete all I had 7,000 posts, and in the last 2 months, I deleted all of them except 200. It took a while.
So you went and deleted like a lot of posts?
I deleted some. I archived a bunch. Archived probably 20%. The other 80% I deleted. But it took like 2 or 3 months to do that. And I did it with my followers. I was following a lot of people that I didn't even know, and I don't know how I followed them. But I cut down 7,000 posts to like 250, and I was just going through seeing like my process over the years. And like I said, it was mostly like, kind of like memes and like funny things, but everything I posted was real transparent. I was still just honest, and like I didn't like posting like club flyers because people didn't like them. Yeah. So I had to figure out how to like promote my gigs without people thinking I was like, promoting my gigs to them, because I didn't like it.
Or just the way you're promoting it, the flyer way is not.
Yeah.
It's not as what's the word I'm looking for, but it's doing it in your own unique way. And
I had to figure that out, and I started seeing over the years how I figured that out, and I would start like merging like memes with flyers, or I'd make fun of it, or the caption was just making fun of the whole nightclub culture, where people are like, oh, that's funny, being just self-aware and transparent with things. And I think that's better than trying to big time people, or like say for you, like starting out your podcast and doing videos, like, listen, I still don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to talk.
At least you're doing.
Exactly. At least you're doing. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, but check this out. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to what you were saying, is just start. Like, so I'm going to do my first vlog, my first real vlog. I mean, my YouTube has, I think I have 60 videos now, and they're all podcast stuff.
Yeah.
But I want to do my first vlog sharing my experience on how I started and making it really entertaining. Like literally, hey, these are the mics I got. I'll tell people like, hey, you can start this too. Like, don't worry. Those videos are really good. They get a lot of traction. So I want to do one of those. But like you said, like sometimes you just got to start it, because right now I'm a perfectionist with a lot of my shit. I mean,
I am too.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God.
So you just need to start. You need to have those first 10, 20, 30 videos where they're just shitty, and you just need to get over that, and then find yourself in the process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you need to do that. You're not going to find yourself just sitting there thinking like, well, when should I start? You know, when should I do this? When should I do that? You know, you could spend thousands of dollars on equipment, and it's like still your personality, you know, you won't be comfortable in front of all that equipment. You know what I'm saying?
When the GoPro thing is like, I was completely drawn to that, not just for the video, but I mean, that's how I was introduced to it, by you using it for podcasting. Now I'm like, this is how I want to do all my photography, is using a GoPro, just because of its uniqueness in style. And just do my own, like, as my main feed, like, more present myself as a GoPro photographer in a way. And just
totally possible.
Yeah,
totally
possible.
possible.
And I like that because, again, I just love the GoPro. And, again, I mean, you're using it for... You have how many GoPros now?
I have four.
Four, right? Okay, 4.
So this is going to be part of my explaining video, and my first vlog is telling people that everybody sees my GoPros. They're all like stacked up, and they're like, "Oh my God, you have 4 GoPros!" And I'm like, "Well, one of them's a 6. I bought that when it first came out, and it was like $400. And then the second one I bought used for $150. And then the rest of them, the 2 other ones, are 5s, and I bought those refurbished for $125. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but which ones you got? You got the 4?
I have the 2 5s and 2 6s.
Okay, got it.
So,
because I didn't see much of a difference. Well, we were talking about this, but the 6 and the 7.
Yeah.
I saw the 6 was like just good enough. It was perfect.
It's a little, I mean, video quality, it's not bad. You can't tell, but sometimes the lighting, like I'll have the same lighting.
It's just different. It's
a little different because some of their settings are a little like, instead of the GoPro 6 having an auto like ISO or something, or like the ISO goes down lower than the 5, so that the tint is a little off. But I mean, you could take care of that stuff in post.
Yeah.
And you're saying that you want to do like all GoPro stuff. That's cool because you can record in GoPro flat. So they have like flat and medium, and then GoPro color. So GoPro color is like if you're out like skiing or snowboarding, and it gives it like a cool like saturation, gives it like kind of like grainy, like not grainy, but it just gives it more of a feel. But you can record for people that want to do a lot of stuff with their GoPro that doesn't have to do with a lot of sports, or you want to color it yourself. You record in flat. And then you can take care of all that stuff in post. So I think that's what you want to do, though. I think you want to record.
I'm trying to
flat.
avoid the editing too much, because
There's so many good things you could do in editing, though. You can make your shit look like you used a Nikon or a Canon. You know what I mean? Like, you can do that.
Over editing takes away from the authenticity, maybe, of the photo.
If you're not good at it, yeah, of course. But I'm saying if you get like Lightroom, or even if you're doing your videos in Premiere, like, trust me, like, and it's correcting too.
I'm talking about photos, by the way.
I'm talking about both. It's both.
Okay.
So I'm talking about like, so I do my podcasting, and then I get the video off the GoPro, and I'm like, wow, like I had a wrong setting, or the ISO was too high, so it's like grainy, or it's too much light. I go into Premiere and I can fix it. So that's why I record all my stuff in like super flat. Like, it doesn't look flattering right when I record. It looks flattering after I...
Got it.
But it's to each their own. You do whatever you want. If you want to have your own style, that's cool. Do you use Lightroom?
I have Lightroom on my phone, as an app.
Lightroom's legit, man.
Yeah, but also Snapseed is what I use for a lot of photo editing. But those are the 2 main ones.
I like Lightroom because you can have it on your desktop, and you can download presets, and then the presets will sync with your phone Lightroom.
Got it.
So sometimes I don't even need my laptop to edit photos. You know what I mean? Which is great. You can do it on the plane or whatever.
Okay. So back to your brand on Instagram and building that. So you getting back to the memes, you stopped doing the memes, because I think that
I did not stop doing the memes.
Well, no, but neither have I.
Whoa, I'm easy now.
I mean, I'm doing more memes and stories, but as far as the main feed, I think that's the best of the best. That should be the highest quality photos, more focused on you as a brand.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what the main feed is, and the stories are. the memes are entertaining and quotes, but more like I need to, get more into actual videos of you and what you're doing. It's kind of like the vlog.
Well, the memes get everyone's attention, and then I think it's a huge.
I enjoy them.
That's what I'm saying. It keeps people's attention.
They make me laugh too. It's not like I'm posting memes that don't make me laugh that I don't enjoy.
So I think my lifestyle photos are coming behind the memes. You know what I mean? I'm getting better at them and better at them, and then I'm forcing people to start liking my lifestyle stuff because it's memes and lifestyle photos are two different things. You know what I'm saying? But It's like I always put it like this: like when Chainsmokers came out, their first hit was that song "Selfie." Right? And it was a obnoxious. You remember that?
No.
Okay, so it's this really obnoxious song with a chick. The lyrics are literally just like selfie, like let me take a selfie. You've heard it. But my point is that was their first hit. It was a super cheesy. It was actually a joke. Like they wrote it, they made it. It was kind of a joke. It blew up. It made them famous.
How many songs like that have blown up? Right.
A lot. But
right?
What I'm saying is they didn't want to write a bunch of songs like that after. So. Their selfie song is like my memes. Like my memes blew me up, but now I need to catch up and be like, okay, listen, I'm not just all about memes. Like I do have I have a DJ career, and at first nobody wanted to hear Chainsmokers' other songs. They're like, wait, this isn't like selfie. This is actually good music. You know what I'm saying? And they just didn't want to hear it. So the Chainsmokers' selfie song was kind of like my memes. Like they started growing. My following grew. And then I was like, all right, cool, here are memes. And then I'm like, well, this really doesn't help me because, it's just basically a meme page. So my whole thing was in the last 5 years is like, all right, start not converting, but make it half and half. Like, I want you guys to be aware that I'm a DJ, I have a life, and I have lifestyle photos and all this. I have a brand. But right now it's good. It's like half and half right now.
So let's talk about the brand then. What is the DJ Shoney brand or the Shoney brand? What is the brand behind the brand?
I mean, it's the brand behind the man. Is that what you said?
The brand. That's the brand behind the brand.
The brand behind the man is good, though.
The brand behind the man.
That's a real good podcast name. The brand behind the man, or the man behind the brand. It's different. My brand's different to a lot of different people, man. There's people that fucking DM me and they're like, the only reason I follow you is because of the memes. I've had people tell me they don't give a shit about my other photos. I'm like, oh, okay, thanks, I appreciate it. And then there's other people that love all of it. So to different people, my brand's different things, but. For me, it's...
Well, that's... to jump into that is when you're building your brand, being polarizing is a very important thing to think about, meaning you have to be who you are. You will lose people. Yeah. You will lose following. People will not like what you're talking about or posting or talking on your YouTube or even Instagram. Who gives a flying beep? Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter because... Again, you want to connect with the actual people that like you as a brand, your music, where you're performing, everything else that's behind your brand and not just being a meme guy. Yeah. And so same with me, whatever, I'm still obviously building on my following and my brand, but my target demographic is, right now I work with local businesses, so I'm helping them with all their marketing, creating their brand, and helping them with social media marketing and getting found on Google and search engines. So it's going to be, that's kind of, I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah. But as you transition into your brand away from the whole being associated with memes,
it won't be a way. It definitely won't be like a way. It's not going to be like I'm going to stop doing memes and then do more lifestyle. I'm going to merge. I'm merging both of them. Like I still want to keep people's attention, and that's what I said. Like I've learned in the past couple of years is like I've found a way to like post flyers about my gigs and still get likes on them and have people engage on them because it's like.
Do you even have to post a flyer though? You can just probably do something creative with a photo.
Yeah, you can talk about the
event.
That's what I'm saying. So I did one where like the first photo, you can upload like 10 photos to one post and people can swipe. When that became a feature, I started thinking like, all right, well I can put something funny first and then put a flyer on the back, and so people will go through. They'll see like 8 or 9 memes and then they'll see the flyer, so they'll see it. But before that, I was just like, all right, how can I like Photoshop or edit something into this into this flyer? And like I used to like send flyers to my homies and like hide like a dildo in the background or something. Like it was funny. Everyone laughed.
I used to have to hand out flyers, print.
Yeah, well, it's because you're like 55.
That was like MySpace days. Oh my god.
So now it's just all online, obviously, but. So basically, I'm just merging, like, I'm just figuring out. But it's great because that's making my brand. I'm not consciously thinking, like, okay, what is my brand? What is my brand? My brand's actually just happening. It's happened in the last 10 years on Instagram because it's been like maybe 7 or 8 years, not 10 years, but it's been me trying to figure out how to merge all my memes and funny videos with my lifestyle and career. And it's
Do you
it
want
merged,
to?
Yes, very very much, because I want people to be entertained.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think being a DJ and the DJ lifestyle is entertaining. And it sounds weird, but I don't think it's entertaining because we all do the same thing. When I see a DJ promo video, I swipe right. I'm done. Like I don't look at it. I'm like, cause it's the same shit. Like
Yeah,
maybe
exactly.
like DJ Vice has a couple like creative videos, but other than that, it's like, you know, it's basically an electronic press kit video. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So being a DJ and seeing the DJ lifestyle I don't think it's entertaining anymore. So that's why it's like I'd rather have people like my memes keep their attention with all the funny stuff, and then shoot them some flyers in between the stories. You know,
Well,
some videos of me like, you
Well,
know,
your podcast, you're on YouTube, is really a no filter kind of podcast, right?
yeah, no filter at all.
Like,
No filter.
So I mean, that's kind of like part of your brand is
Yeah.
that no filter,
Yeah.
talking about, geez, man, you name it, you're talking about it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like some people give me shit, like all you do is post memes. Well, that's my life. Like I like memes; they're funny. I like funny videos, so I post
I
them.
like funny in general.
Exactly. So and then I still post photos of me doing other things. Like I don't know. I think it's just keeping people's attention. You want to keep people. I'm very lucky to have people tell me, I check your story every day. I look at your story every day. You know what I mean? That's huge to have thousands
Yeah.
of people that check on your Instagram every day to see what's up. So that's fine. Call me a meme account. That's fine, dude. I got people coming visiting, you know, profile views all the time. I'd rather have that than have people, you know, like, isn't that what you would want? Like, what would be your thing? Like let me ask you, what do you want to make your thing for people to like tune into your Instagram every day? Like awesome, like photos, like lifestyle photos are cool, but dude, what else? You have to have
People
that.
like, and that's the main feed. You have to. There's a massive difference. People aren't going on daily to check your feed. Your feed is kind of like, if they haven't been there before, they're gonna go see what you're about, right? The stories and that's where Instagram is really narrowing in on their algorithm, is stories. Like they want you to be active on stories as much as possible. And YouTube, their algorithm changed maybe like a year ago as far as
It's
like
terrible now.
right, as far as like now it's it used to be how long people watched or something like that. Now it's
No,
like
I think it's now it's how long people watch. I just watched a
no,
video.
I think
on it
it's
last
how
night.
many people click.
Oh, really?
It's all clicks now. Yeah, I just saw that.
You sure it's not backwards?
We'll double check
Okay.
it, but I could have sworn I just saw that. This YouTube marketing guy was talking about that. It was last year it went into effect, because before it was the length of how long they watch it. Now it's just clicks.
Okay,
So,
maybe you're right.
But again, double check that. But the Instagram algorithm has been really funky. There's been some downtime there.
Do you know what shadow ban is?
Okay, I feel like I have been in a way.
I think everyone thinks it. I think the same thing.
So this person was adding me on Instagram.
You definitely haven't been shadow banned, bro. You don't even have 2K
Well, that's
followers
the irony.
right now.
Okay, well,
I think everyone
you don't
just
even have
uses
2K followers.
I'm just
bro.
saying. I think everyone uses that.
No,
including
but see,
me, we use that
but
excuse like, "Oh, my Instagram's
when
not
you
taking
when
off."
you search, if you're not following me and you search for my name, I'm not going to come up. If you type
you
in
need
my
more
full
followers, man.
if-
you need more. You need more to be relevant.
If you type in follow Bjorn, the entire handle, I'm like 4th or 5th down. Like, how the fudge beep am I that far down on the exact
should I
handle?
not be cussing?
I don't know. I don't fucking care.
Whoa!
'Cause
You keep beeping it. It's making me nervous.
I don't know,
like-
because YouTube is like being taken over by corporate freaking,
Yeah. I mean,
Dude,
I guess.
they're sent. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying. I think that they are flagging people that cuss a lot. I mean, Gary Vee cusses every other second, but
Yeah.
he's a big content producer.
They don't
know.
They don't mess with him.
I don't know. I would love to just cuss like a sailor, but
Yeah.
I don't want to overdo it so that
Yeah, I get it.
I have
You're
no idea.
making a point not to cuss. I get it. I'll try to.
I'm still figuring out my personality.
Those
and the whole
mother
thing.
freakers.
Those mother freakers, shut the front door, stupid astronaut.
So, where were we again?
Kombucha. How do you spell kombucha?
I don't know, but I'll tell you this much: you need to be more relevant with yours. Like that's like anybody that gives me their phone, like in the DJ booth, or like I was just out in Chicago and we did this producer workshop, and at the end of the workshop, like everyone came up and wanted to like talk to me about like, hey, how do you do this, do this? Me and Cheyenne had an hour to talk to like a group of DJs and producers, and every person that came up to me, I would type my name in their Instagram and I just put DJ SCH. And my name, I'll be the first on the top. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you need a shtick. You need something to get people searching for your profile, and you need people to visit your profile every day, because then it takes off. It's just like recent, Google, like searching.
But this was recent, so it wasn't like that. Recent? Usually, you can just type in Bjorn, I would just come up, or it was pretty quickly. So something changed, and again, I'm not as big on Instagram, obviously, as a lot of other people. That why would that algorithm change or whatever changed affect me in that way?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think they're adapting kind of the YouTube algorithm, where it's like, you know, the people that are making money, like maybe there's probably a lot of people that with the name Bjorn or follow in their like in their handle, and they're making Instagram, you know, money. They got sponsors, they got, you know, they're working with big companies, so that's why they come up before you, most likely. That's what I'm saying. And then they're looking at your account going, well, this guy looks like he just started out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not dissing on your profile. I'm just saying that's probably why. You know what I'm saying?
So then what do I do?
You just need to
keep doing what I'm doing.
Keep doing what you're doing. Just grow your Instagram. Yeah. Just grow it to where your name will pop up first eventually, you know? Like, I'm sure if there was a DJ that started, you know, DJ, you know, SC something else, you know, and then it was spelt like that, they'd probably come up before me if they were more, you know, successful on Instagram. But I think with the beginning of my name, DJ SCH, I don't think anybody else has that, and nobody else is beating me at that handle at, like, you know, with traffic coming to my profile. Yeah. So that's why mine comes up first. I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
That's the best part, is that we can sit here and speculate and try to figure it out, but we'll never know. We can only do it by testing, and kind of like, you know, other people's opinions and theories, again, based off of testing. It's just little experiments, and I haven't really done any, but others have. I don't know if you have, to kind of understand the algorithm better, but you know, it's always changing, always.
You know what's funny is I was thinking in the car today on the way to the gym, I always like when
can't wait to stretch in front of the mirrors.
I actually stretched a lot today. Dude, I'm fucking 6'3". I look like a fucking giraffe, dude. I'm lanky as fuck. I need to stretch my body out.
Oh, is that why I always see you at the stretching area?
Man. Yeah, man. What, you're like 5'2"? No?
Ooh, 5'2.5".
Okay, all right. I'm just saying, like, you're probably way more flexible than I am, dude. I get up in the morning and I'm like,
not flexible, man. I'm not flexible.
So I was thinking about it in the car, how I like when not really like celebrities, just maybe like people in like in certain industries that are successful, Fortune 500 companies, they like list out all the ventures that they failed at. I like seeing that, and I thought maybe, you know, I could try to do that, because I've had a lot of things that I've had ideas with, and I want to start them. So me and my buddy had an idea. We'd go to these big clubs in Las Vegas, like before I was a DJ, and we'd see the DJ's laptop on the laptop stand, and it was shaking because the bass was like just shaking it so much, and he had to keep fixing his laptop. And I was like, yo, man, we should like make these little Velcro straps and like sew them on, like make a prototype, and then like try it out, and then try to sell them to like the clubs. Like even if it was like $50 or $80, these nightclubs would be like, wait, so the laptops won't fall off? You know what I mean? Especially at places where laptops were falling off. So that really didn't go anywhere. We didn't do anything with it, so I consider it like a fail. Like, it was an idea that I could have made money on. So that was a fail.
At least you did. You did the doing part, because
no, we didn't do shit. We didn't do shit.
I thought you said you tried it.
No, we didn't try it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you didn't even try it.
So it was just an idea, but I still chalk that up as like a loss. Like, you know, that could have been. I didn't lose anything, but that could have been thing that I was just like, whatever.
Well, those are two different losses, because they're the same kind of loss. It's either if you don't, that's a loss. If you do and it becomes a loss, it's a loss.
liability.
But you learn from both of them.
Yeah.
You learn that you should have acted in the first one, and you learned what maybe you did wrong and when you did act.
Yeah, and it taught me, like, if I got an idea, like, at least test it out, at least try to do it, you know what I mean? Don't invest too much money in it, but try it. So there was that. I always thought about doing, like, a DJ, like, record pool, like a music record pool, and I never really did that. There's a couple other ideas I had on selling, like, mixtapes, like, years ago. Never did that, but I like when, you know, business owners and people, you know, entrepreneurs always say that, like, dude, like Gary Vee had a bunch of businesses that
I know he was an advocate for a competitor to YouTube that failed, right? So, and that, I forget the name of that one, but again, he's always trying. He's always trying something, and some are gonna work, some are not.
Exactly, but if you never try, you never, what does Michael Jordan say? You never make the shots you never take, or something?
I think it was Wayne Gretzky, maybe.
No, man, Michael Jordan. What are you talking
Wayne
about?
Gretzky too. Wayne Gretzky said that.
Well, shit, we're saying that. I said it too. Shit.
Well, you know what? Whatever. But yeah, you're gonna miss
100% of the shots you never take.
Exactly.
There it is.
Boom.
And I'm pretty sure that was
Drop
Scottie
the
Pippen.
mic. No, don't drop the mic.
Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
So that kind of works in my point where it gets to a point now that if I have a good idea, like, I won't be able to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I have an idea of, like, for Instagram, or like, ooh, that's a good idea for, like, a meme. Like, I feel like a lot of people would like that. Dude, if I'm in my car, I pull over and I make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you'll forget it. And if you just, like, train yourself into, like, okay, I have an idea. Like, let me run this by Bjorn, or let me run this by one of my homies. Like, let's try this out. You start doing that. That's how you start winning, man. It's just like real time ideas.
And that's exactly what I'm even currently doing. Is I take my GoPro everywhere, just to it's capture good shots, but also ideas. It could be a video, it could be anything, but just carrying around those tools, like making sure you have. That's what I love about the GoPro, because it's very easy to carry everywhere, and I can capture cool photos, get some random videos, even though I don't have the microphones necessarily, but I can capture some video if I want. But again, it's I mean, pull the hell over and
get those ideas out, man. Like, that's the only way you learn. You could sit there and watch YouTube tutorials for a year straight, and you could spend $2,000 in equipment, but you still don't have the experience. So, you know, that was for my podcast, for past and present. That was my whole thing, is just start. Well,
that was my problem.
I could have just sat there and been like, spent 3 or 4 months, like, well, who should be my guest? What video format? You know what I did? I just started. Because if you just start something, you're going to learn and you're going to fix it. If it's on YouTube or Instagram, you can delete that shit. You can just delete it. I started out with, like, the super view on the GoPro, and it was all fisheye. I didn't like that. So 10 episodes, 15 episodes in, I just started doing it different. And then I learned. And then I did it in my car. And then we were driving around. I was like, I can't really pay attention to my guests like I want to. So then, you know, now I'm doing the studio at Sleeping Giant Music Studio. Shout out to Sleeping Giant. And now we're doing it there. And then I have to buy lighting. And I'm learning so much. I mean, you know what I mean? Just by doing. And then before you know it, I'm going to hit 100 episodes. I'm already I think I'm at 60 right now.
Yeah.
Like, I just busted that out. I told myself I wanted 2 years to do 100, and I'm at like 8 months, and I'm already at, 60. So just doing it and learning, you will do, you know what I mean? It's like if you want to play basketball or you want to ride a skateboard, like, check out some YouTube videos before you go on a skateboard, so you don't eat it and, like, break your elbow. But
don't do the information overload.
Yes.
And be a junkie.
Yes.
And I did that big time. I feel like, oh man, you get stuck in that, and you just get out. Like, you just got to start doing it. And another thing too, I think people are also getting influenced by what other people are telling them, from friends to family. Like, oh, that looks stupid. Like, oh, that sounds stupid. Why are you taking photos of yourself? Why are you taking videos of yourself?
Well, that's like DJing.
It is
too.
like,
I'll go out like once a month. I'll try to go out and listen to another DJ, but I won't fanboy out like every other week. Like, yo, Calvin Harris is in town. Let's go see him in Omni. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm good. I don't want other DJs and other producers and artists' craft to affect my craft. I want to be relevant, and I want to make sure that I know the industry standard for, like, what DJs are doing these days.
Sure.
I want to keep up with everything. I want to know what songs are hot, and that's, for the most part, that's pretty easy. But at the same time, I want to go out and get inspired, but I don't want to just copy people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what happens on YouTube, man. You just get in that YouTube hole, and you're just like looking at other people's products, being like, damn, and then you hold yourself up to a standard, and you're like, oh man, it's not this good. Like I follow that guy Potato Jet on YouTube. The guy is amazing. Like he's funny. He's like kind of dorky. He doesn't give a shit. He just makes these awesome videos. The editing is on point. You know what I'm saying? And then I start holding my videos. The videos I haven't even done yet. You know what I mean? The vlog I want to do, I haven't even done it yet. I'm already judging it.
Yeah,
so it's like, dude, that's huge. Your first step should just be doing it. Just make sure, just have it a goal to make a shitty
not
video.
listen to the naysayers. I don't know if you have a lot of naysayers.
I don't, man. I don't know why. I think they're all talking shit behind my back. I think they're afraid. I swear
that
to
could
God.
be it. It's talking shit behind your back.
I'll get random people on Instagram give me shit, but I can't get mad at it because they're just random people I don't know. But I feel like maybe everyone's like talking shit behind my back. Are they? Do you know?
Yeah, right. I saw a meme.
I don't know, man.
DJ Shoney.
I honestly don't know.
Sucks meme.
I must be doing something either really, really good.
But that's
right,
where it goes
really
back
bad.
to being polarizing. Is that you have to really just you know. This is who I am, and this is going to be my character. This is my character. Own it, and you will lose. People within your audience.
Are you really losing them, though?
What's up?
Are you really losing them?
I am just building my audience. I don't even know.
Say this. Say that
So I'm
you
new.
feel really, not you, I'm just talking about in general. Like you say like, oh, you might lose some people, but if they don't want to follow you because of something or something you're doing, you're not really losing them.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah,
so
that's right.
if tomorrow I decide to stop posting memes altogether, don't worry, you guys, I won't.
Yes, he is.
If I decide to stop posting memes and just post my lunch every day, what I eat, I'm going to probably lose 90% of my followers.
Isn't that how
But I'm not really losing them because that's what I want to do now. You know what I'm saying? So then I might have 2,000 to 4,000 people, but those 2,000 to 4,000 people are the people that want to see my lunch every day. You know what I'm saying? So you're not really losing them.
I think what I noticed, I saw this, you do a few of these, like, it's almost like video memes, you acting out a meme.
Wait, you saw me do this?
I don't know, I feel like I have. Like, they're like little short clips of like a few, like you acting and then going through like, I don't know. Like there's one with Starbucks. You were drinking a Starbucks drink and...
It's probably, I mean, it's maybe, I don't think I really copy like memes like in
no, I'm
that
not saying
way,
copying,
videos.
but I mean, it's kind of like a short act. Like, like
for
Vine,
sure.
Vine or whatever.
Vine, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Vine, dude.
Remember Vine? What happened to Vine? Vine died.
It died, man. It was great, though. It produced a lot of good kind of like Vine celebrity people that are really funny. I've done a couple of... I think that's kind of just where my mind is when I do videos and shit.
Yeah.
Because I just notice... I notice things like... It gets under my skin when people post a story and it's like there's like 2 or 3 seconds before they're not talking. It's just like video where they're turning on their camera. Like for me... right when I turn on and right when it hits 1 second, I'm like talking, and then I'm trying to put as many words as I can into that. What is it? 10 seconds? 15 seconds?
Yeah.
I'm trying to put as much, so it's just like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? You got to get good at that. Just like YouTube videos, like information. You will lose people. Everyone has such a short-term like attention span.
No, it's getting worse.
It's like, dude, it's not getting worse. It's just you got to know how to follow it. You got to your shit needs to be entertaining. It needs to be like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like I have friends, I brought this up before, that are really, really talented DJs, but their editing skills for their videos are terrible. It's like you see their hand reach out and turn the camera on. Or their arm comes back and it's recording and you have like 3 seconds.
Like adjusting.
And I'm like, dude, you lost me. Like I need your video to come on and literally you be like halfway through a scratch, like performing your routine. That's what you need. Like you're losing people's attention. It needs to be like little commercials, you know?
I agree. And that's breaking it also up into telling a story, there's a beginning, the middle, and the end. Yeah. So again, it depends on what the story is based around, but again, that's the beginning is the hook, the middle is kind of like, then you get into it, and then there's an ending. You want people to stay for the ending. It's basic storytelling. I've been really diving deep into that.
Yeah, and it's funny because all that stuff's great, but like we said before, if you don't start recording and don't start getting into your craft, none of that shit matters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I could watch thousands of hours of YouTube tutorials on how to do a podcast, but if I don't start, that shit goes to waste.
Yeah.
So that's where I am with my first vlog. Like I'm gonna have my podcast videos on iTunes and Spotify and YouTube.
Yeah.
But also I'm gonna start doing vlog number 1 for this month, and I'm starting to think too much about it because I want it to be perfect, and I need to tell myself it's not going to be good. It's not going to be my best.
That's the last thing that's going to be perfect is a vlog, right?
Exactly. So I just need to do it. I want to do it in the next week. I want to have a day off,
But can you use Instagram stories as like a platform to practice your vlogging? Because that's really what it is. It's a day in a life, and that's what it's like. Stories are what's going on now. It's not.
That's a good point. You could do that.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm using them for now until, I start transitioning into YouTube. Because again, I'm new, but I know that stories are what's going on now to peek into what you are doing now, and that's what it's for, and that's what Instagram likes.
To be honest, man, I don't know a lot of stuff about Instagram TV. I should start checking out because I've been thinking like I need to start. It's there, and I see people's IG TV pop up the icon every once in a while. And I check it out, but it's never nothing
Instagram,
I want to get into.
That would be their number one thing that they would love. So maybe this live video that I'm doing and converting it to the IGTV.
Yeah,
Instagram will kind of delight me because again they want to narrow in on IGTV. They want to push that more than anything right now.
Dude, you're right.
100%. So
I think what I'm going to do is just start doing my vlogs, but I'm going to put them on YouTube, but I'm also going to put them on IGTV. Like I just have to. I have to use it. It's there. Yeah. So maybe that'll help my following, a little more. People will be into it.
Yeah. So, and this is why I'm doing the live right now is because what we're discussing is kind of my industry is marketing, branding, and I'm going to continue this with some other local business owners and friends and kind of sit down because they're all kind of different in what they do. And, I do a lot of consulting and I, do obviously a lot of actual work for the clients, but it's to me, it's good conversation. And especially when I start getting some of these local businesses, when we're setting up like this, and just talking about what they're doing, what works. Like one of my friends, she tracks in all the customers that come in. Like, how did you find me? Because she's spending money on Google, she's spending money on Yelp, she's spending money on Instagram, and nobody says Google, and everyone is mostly saying Yelp and Instagram. So it's funny that people or business spending all this money on Google, but yet. They all work differently. I'm not a big Yelp fan. I absolutely hate Yelp.
It's terrible.
There's actually a big documentary called The $1 Billion Bully.
Yeah, I saw that. That guy that made like a fake. Was it the guy that made a fake?
I haven't seen it. I have it saved, but I know what it's because I've been paying Yelp. I have, for years.
Wait, how do you pay Yelp?
Advertising.
Oh, advertising. All right.
But I
thought
stopped.
You were paying for like 5-star reviews.
No. And I want to get away from that, from even using Yelp for anything in general because they are a bully. It's like a little mafia. And again, we have platforms like YouTube and Instagram that are just different, or not different, but they're far more effective. But how they're effective is content creation and being consistent like that. And that's
consistency is huge, man.
And that's where these local businesses, or just businesses in general, are confused about. They don't even understand that value. They just want instant traffic to the website, instant traffic to their brick and mortar, etc.
So you're like the social media like savior for some of these like people. You come in and you're just like, hey, this is how you do it. Like if they're lost, like I consider myself kind of lost when it comes to like Google and Yelp. Like I don't really, I don't have to fuck with Yelp a lot, but
here's what I'm narrowing in on is, and I kind of want to narrow in also on individual brands as far as like creating a complete package for a 30-day package of photos and videos that they can post every month, right? So you, for instance, would do like a shoot. Now, depending on, location, outfits, we have to come up with a strategy. We shoot, have my photographer, videographer come on. We have drones, we have the entire thing, right? We shoot, we have this package, and depending on the client, we are going to, whether we they want us to manage it completely, that's obviously different.
Like a trial, like a test run.
Oh yeah,
right?
We just give them the entire pack. Like, here's your entire media. Here's what to post this day, this day, this day. Here's your photo. Here's a video.
Yeah.
Etc. Right. And it's all professional. It's all kind of branded with the direction we kind of decided on the strategy, right? Whether it's like, the style of photography.
Yeah, you give them like
editing.
a tune-up too. Like they don't know what to do, so you come in, give them a tune-up, and then be like, hey, you like that? Like we could work with you for the rest of the year
and
or
then
something.
The stories, that's the hard part. So I got this from Ryan Megan. He's signed up for his content cash flow, which is pretty much telling me what to post every day, but most importantly for your stories. So it's helping, like this is for local business, like they don't know what to post. So I would create a calendar, and it would be specific to that business, give it to them. So regardless if they miss it or not, that's not my problem, but we give them, here, put it up in your place of business, whoever else, and here, when you look at the day, at least you know, if I'm going to post something on my story, here's what to do.
Do some of these companies have social media managers already?
If they do,
and then
they're just posting.
Them?
They're just posting random because they're not.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have smaller budgets to where they can't afford, a real professional, not just a photographer, a videographer, but a team of like me being involved as a strategist, the creative director, and kind of organizing all that, and then directing my photographer and videographer.
Yeah.
So. But anyways, that's kind of what I'm going for. But in the individual, I feel even more interesting because they're individual brands, and a business like a brick and mortar business is different than the individual brand and the direction we would take that, right? So it's
do you guys do like individual brand for like individual people? Like say somebody came up to you and was like, "Hey, I'm a singer." Like
and I want to get in it because right now it's just mostly local businesses. But I started thinking about even local business owner, like a gym. There's this guy I talked to that owns a gym in PB. He has his gym Instagram account, but he also
Which
has.
Which gym is it?
It's the one right next to that vape shop on Garnett.
On Garnett.
Walden started
Crunch?
that.
No, it was like Crunch or something. No,
I forget. No, it's more up more, but
okay.
But he was like, you look at, he has two different Instagram. He's like, well, I'm interested. I want to like get my personal one getting better, and these are things that I think are really important because people they come to the gym profile, right? To see the gym, right? But they're going to connect with you as the owner. It doesn't matter if you own a pizza shop, a coffee shop. If you separate yourself as a personal brand, like I am the coffee shop owner, and you just create awesome content, great photography, that people are going to connect with you and not just they're going to connect more with you than they would the actual.
Well, there's something
shop.
that's not very genuine about just an account that's like, hey, this is a gym, Even if it's funny, they don't know what's going on. They don't know the person. Like, even when I just post funny shit, people can tell that I'm posting it because it's like, this is something Shoni would post. Like, this is funny. Like, and everything I post is just like the shit I like. I don't post something that I don't like. So, that's a smart idea for that guy to actually start. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do it like step by. You don't have to do it a certain way where it's like, oh, this is your gym. You have to have a gym profile. It's like, dude, just do your individual one.
Yeah, but I think that's been really important lately because again, people are connect more with people, and I think that with Instagram, what we're talking about here, in creating that brand, you can own this brewery that we're at right now, but no one who knows the owner, but putting yourself out there and creating that personal brand, your business will grow because of it.
Yeah.
100%. I don't care what business what it is, it will grow 100% because of it. Because
and if you're posting, sorry, go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, okay. So if you're posting things, ask yourself, does this look like a commercial? You know what I'm saying? If you're a business owner or you're a social media like marketer for a company, and you post something, and ask yourself, so like you said, like this brewery, like if they started like wanting to like get their Instagram popping. When you post a story, does it look like a commercial? If it looks like a commercial, people aren't going to like it. If you put something personal on there, like you're a brewery, like, hey, this is our chef, he's here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, like doing these special burgers, and he waves, he's like, hey, what's up? My name's
that would
Peter.
Be for stories, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like even just like big. The posts, like that's huge because then people are like, oh, what? Like I'm meeting these people through Instagram, like, and then someone asks you like, hey, we should go out to eat. Oh, let's go to Stone Brewery. You know what I'm saying? Like that's personal instead of just like following a waitress out to the table and just like, hey, this is what we do. Like it's just get personal with it, man. Just like we said, just do it. it. Practice. And then you'll start finding, people think that I sit down, like even some of the questions you were asking me, like, what's your brand? How do you do your brand? How do you carve your brand out? It's like, I don't really know. I just kind of trial and error all the time, just like DJing, like what works, what doesn't work.
Well, to simplify it is, again, your main feed should be the best of the best version of you as far as photos and different styles.
You don't have to do that. Like I know a lot of people that upload stuff that's like not trash, but it's just like quick things, like a video, like, hey, you guys, I'm here tonight, blah blah blah.
Sure.
And then they delete it the next day. I mean, you can do that too. It still drives traffic.
That's true. And then the stories would be like, more of like you get a real peek inside of them and what they're doing, and that business owner, like, really behind the scenes. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been trying to kind of narrow in on. And but as far as growing on Instagram, like, what have you been doing?
Interactions, just engaging with people. Engaging with every freaking message.
So you are engaging with others.
Yes,
like you're going to other profiles and you're commenting.
Showing love, because it's like, there's the chance that people will follow back. Like even like what really helps me is like bigger accounts that I talk to. Like obviously the Tasteless Gentlemen, they're my friends, so we talk back and forth. They repost things of mine, but that just starts from getting to know people and reaching out. Another guy from, I think he's from Orange County. His Instagram handle is taxo_. He's another like meme page that we talk to. It's like, those are all like points. Like look at them as points. Like Instagram looks at like your DMs as, like a point system. Like, oh, this is this Instagram profile that has 1.1 million followers is DMing Shoney. Like, it just gives you more clout. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's like if I have a bunch of accounts with over 50,000 followers that keep tagging me and stuff like that, or just engaging, like Instagram likes that, and they'll help you out with your profile. So that's helped out. So just engaging with people, replying to every message that someone sends me or reacting to it. I try to do as much as I can. It's a lot of messages though, so it's like I try to get through that at least once a day. Usually, sometimes.
How many dick pics do you get a day?
A couple a week, They've slowed down lately. I don't know why. I don't know, but sometimes they're in the requested area. So I haven't stumbled upon them yet. But maybe today, maybe later today.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
So we just covered a lot of Instagram. Is there anything else we didn't cover on Instagram marketing and branding and the platform itself, what the algorithm is doing currently?
Just start. Don't act like someone's going to teach you what to do. Don't stop going on YouTube and looking at tutorials. I mean, if you need to get started, but at the same time, just start. You can delete everything.
Don't be the information junkie.
Yeah, just start, man.
Start doing. And just, again, like I struggled with this personally, and but
I just can't stand people that have all these ideas and they'll sit down and talk for hours and be like, I'm thinking about this, and they never do it, or they do it half-ass. It's like, on Past and Present, I'm on episode, I think, like 59 or 60, and everyone kept telling me, other podcasters would tell me, like, dude, your first 10 to 15 are going to be terrible. You're not going to know what to say. It's going to be awkward, and that's true. Like,
what was your, like, going into the podcast? Like, what do you need? What was the direction? Like, what did you want to talk about? Like, were you just jumping into whatever?
Just lifestyle. It was just whatever. I just jumped in. I was like, I don't care what we talk about. I want each episode to be different, and I want to just talk about different things, and that worked. And then guess what? Now it formed what I have now, and now I have more of a structured guest appearance. I have 5 female guests that come on per month every week, and I have a co-host, Bradley, from the Tasteless Gentlemen, that comes on, and it's a great dynamic. I found that because one day I was like, I just started. And then I was like, I didn't sit down and go, all right, well, I want to have a podcast where I have a female guest, and then I have Bradley, and we talk about dating and sex lives and stuff like that. I didn't say that. It just happened because I started.
Yeah.
So that I started that, and then I have my boy Scoop from the Tasteless Gentleman. He comes on every couple weeks. And it's just a good balance. And the reason I found that was because I went through all the shitty episodes. I went through all that. I recorded. I learned things. I was in my car. Now we're in a studio.
Yeah, that's
all that just from starting. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like I was just in your car.
Exactly. Now we already have like 15, 20 episodes underneath our belt for in the Sleeping Giant music studio.
Where'd you come up with Past and Present?
Damn, dude, that actually started. So sometimes I just lay in bed and I just create like cover art for things, just like practice. I think I was on my phone on Adobe Spark, which is a really good program. It helps you like shit. You can build like album covers, you can build flyers. So I took a picture from back in the day that Arlene took, one of my like friends photographers, and I just designed it. And then I was like, oh, this could. I think it was gonna be a mix, like a mixtape cover, and I was like past and present, like that. It covers everything, so I could literally just do whatever I want in the mix. It could be throwbacks, it could be present, it could be whatever. So it was gonna be like a throwback mix and a present mix with like present music, maybe mixed together in a creative way. But I made it like that, and then I just had it, and then I think for some reason I was like, it kind of looks like a podcast like setup, just the way it looks, like it, like I'm the host. It had my picture on it, and then I just made that, and then I was going to Palm Springs with a buddy, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna buy some microphones and a recorder. Like, let's just talk shit all the way there. That's literally how it happened. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even like plan any of it, and it just happened. I recorded it. The first episode didn't even work because the recorder was like fucked up, or I think the GoPro was at a tilt. And
Don't jinx this. Do not jinx this one.
Whatever. It's your first one. Who cares? No one's gonna listen to this one when you have like 40 or 50 in the bag. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
I just want to make sure the audio works. That's all.
Dude, I'm pretty sure it's working.
We tested it.
I feel like GoPro should have like an audio thing. But like I said, audio. I mean, GoPros are cool. It's just they're built for going off a cliff with your skis. So it's kind of weird.
We can do that too. We can do a podcast going off a cliff.
Definitely not. But anyway, so I recorded the first podcast in the car, and it was cool. And then I did the car thing for a while. But that's how it came about. Like I made the cover art first.
I like the cover art. It stands, and that goes back to the algorithm of YouTube is clicks and capturing people's attention.
Yeah.
So cover art on YouTube, videos.
Well, I don't use the thumbnail. I don't use the thumbnail that I made like on iTunes. The thumbnail's different than the thumbnails on Instagram. When you go on my YouTube, you go on YouTube and you look at it, the black and white Shoney past and present is up on the thumbnail, the header. But all the videos have different thumbnails. I make them really bright, really saturated. Okay. They say the name in it, and then it's like I pick certain areas, certain screenshots of the episode where like someone's yelling or like very passionate face. So it's like that's clickbait kind of style where it's like, wait, what the hell? And then the title is like, Shoney shits his pants at 5 minutes into the episode. So people are like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like me making a face. It's kind of clickbait, but I'm just getting
again. It works. Yeah. So that's kind of how YouTube works. But yeah, I mean, I created one currently. I can't show it, but it says Bjorn. And above the J is a little GoPro symbol icon, and it says Bjorn, and then below that to go live.
Nice.
I don't know.
That's cool.
I'm gonna throw that currently on the watermark or the YouTube, like put it down there in the corner.
Oh, so it's gonna be a watermark.
Well, I don't know. I mean,
I'll check it out after this.
Yeah.
If you need help, and make a custom thumbnail too. Like you'll see when you upload.
It could be okay.
No. Use that. I feel like that's a watermark. I think what you're talking about is a watermark, which is cool. You want it like white or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Put it at the corner of the video, but you want a thumbnail. You know what I'm talking about? The thumbnail and so it's like when people make these, like this isn't part of the video. This is like a custom thumbnail that they made. Wow, we're getting really bad reception. You see what I'm saying? That's not part of the video. That's a custom thumbnail they made.
Yeah.
So if you need help making those, let me know. I'm really good at those.
I'm using Canva to like create those, which is
Yeah. No, that's good. So I'll show you mine. Like this is how they are. Like they're all different. Usually at the end of the podcast, the end of the episode, I take a picture with all three of us, and we go like right by the light, so it's nice and bright, and I can edit it. This one I edited a little bit different. So like me and Sonic, like our faces are really close, and he's yelling. So it's just like looks controversial.
So within the thumbnail, do you think having a clickbait kind of title, because a lot of other...
Well, there's a difference between clickbait and just getting people's attention.
I'm using the word
I don't want
clickbait.
you to be like, but I don't want to be like,
that's not like the right terminology necessarily, because all I'm saying is it's call to action in a way.
Yeah.
Right? So on the video thumbnail itself is having what the video is about as opposed to within the description.
So what I usually do is I just list 3 things. So like for this episode, I would be like, kombucha.
No kombucha.
No kombucha?
We did
What?
kombucha. I don't know.
I mean, you deny.
But keep going. I know. I just took away your creative thought right there.
Yeah, wow, you just shut me down quick. I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. But just anything we talked about. So, like in an episode of me, Jillian, and Bradley on Past and Present, we talked about.
I want one for this.
You want one for this? So what?
Yeah.
I'd have to like listen again. What did we just talk about? I blacked out. You put me on the spot.
Instagram, YouTube.
So
really.
I would put Instagram algorithm, a small business, but then maybe the last one. The last one.
What was the main? I think the main we talked about was.
Content.
Just
get
like
going.
This,
three exclamation points, and it's like start your damn Instagram or like something like that.
Yeah.
So people are like, wait, what? Like what the heck?
Yeah.
And then like if one of us made a face where we were like, we didn't get very like animated this episode.
Yeah.
But anything, or even you take a picture after, like we can go outside and take a picture, and then just so people are like, wait, what? Start your damn Instagram or like something like that. Just I can't think of anything on the top of my head, but that's what I always do. The three most outrageous things that we talk about in any of my episodes, I use those.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like the best one that I made was me and my friend Dom, we were both DJs. And we kind of had like a little bit of beef, like I think
beef, yeah.
Yeah, we had a little bit of beef.
Sounds,
it was
like East Coast, West Coast beef kind of style, like Tupac.
I
and
guess,
Biggie.
yeah. I mean, no one died, but
Thank
we had a little
God.
bit of beef. But that was the thumbnail. It was like me and Dom got beef, and that got the most clicks. And the thumbnail was like very controversial, like we were going at it.
It was like a UFC kind of like
kind of.
Like,
and that one got the most. So that's what you kind of want to do. You never just want to upload something and be like, social media marketing,
Here's the tips. Here's the tips.
Analytics. Get them right.
Here's the tips.
So yeah, you want it to be kind of and just silly and not so serious. I don't know. So yeah, so you're good. So
Oh wait, it said pause due to poor connectivity.
yeah. So I would just share. Just go share, and it'll tell you where you put it, or save it too. Save and then share. Another thing, since you're going live on Instagram right now, and that was I don't know how long it went for. You should get a mic splitter out of your Zoom for the audio and have one go to your phone and one to go to your GoPro. Because once you have it go to your phone, people might not have heard us because the phone was kind of far away. Save. So yeah, share.
Where'd it go?
The one up there. See how it has the play thing on your story?
So that's the IG.
Yeah. So now it's like he went live. You can click on live or story. So that's your story, and it'll be ready in a minute. It's getting ready.
But is that IGTV though?
I don't know. You can probably share it on IGTV. I'm not sure. Don't delete it. What are you doing? But anyways, you see what I'm saying? You want to start getting audio into your phone also. So get a splitter so the audio is going to be going to your GoPro and your
Can
phone.
I X out of this and we won't delete?
Just go like this. Yeah. Go down. Or yeah, you can X out. I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, so you just want audio going straight in. Because the audio coming through these mics right now is really good, but your phone was just picking up the audio from outside. It probably picked up the waiters walking by, stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? Just get a splitter and go straight into your phone and your GoPro. Next time.
But IGTV. So here's IGTV right here.
Yeah. We can figure this after the
Yeah.
episode. It's
Cool.
not good podcasting,
Okay.
but we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But with the audio, you know what I'm talking about, right? Just having good audio.
Yes.
Because audio is better. Like all the from a phone, like people will be listening like this. Like this is the way a phone would, pick it up. Because the phone's over here, but it sounds way better when the mic.
100%.
I'm just really anal about my audio, so
I think it's a good thing.
No, it's great.
I didn't even there's definitely a massive difference. It has that intimate sound.
That's exactly how
it's
I.
like the Barry
it.
Manilow, like.
Hello, welcome to the podcast.
Exactly, and once you put that on like your video, like in like post production, it makes it's magic.
Well, at least that ended.
It saved it. Yeah.
But it ended. At least not in the middle of it, because I think we covered a lot that I can at least share to hopefully IGTV.
Yeah, we hit about an hour already.
Did we?
Good. Yeah.
How do you know?
The GoPro says an hour. And then also see how the GoPro's shaking when we move the table. So next time we should put that on the ground and then.
Well, we're at an hour, so we might as well wrap it up then.
Let's wrap it up,
Let's
man.
wrap it up. What did we learn?
I think just start, man.
Just start.
Just start.
Just start. You start the YouTube. Start the
thumbnail
IG.
on this one should be, the title should be like "Shut Up and Start."
Shut up and start.
Shut up and start. Just do whatever's in your head. Just start it. Like, Because if you don't, it's just going to eat you alive, and you're not going to quit talking about it. Same with people like DJs that are like, I want to buy Ableton and I want to start producing music, and they say it every year, or like they see me put out a track and the track, the record does well, and they're like, oh, I want to do that too. I'm like, you've been saying that for the last 3 years. Shut up and just do it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I just don't want to spend the money. I'm like, well, then you're not serious about it. Then shut up.
You don't need a lot of money. I mean, I spent some money on to get the GoPro and get the mics,
Dude,
but
people film movies on iPhones now. Straight up.
I know. Yeah.
Straight up. Like really good-looking movies. So you have all the tools.
Yeah,
it's just excuses, and you're lazy.
Yeah.
You are lazy. You listening to this right now are lazy. I don't know who's listening to this, but if you're listening, stop being fucking lazy.
There are two types of people in this world. There are talkers and there's doers.
Yeah.
Talkers, all they do is talk.
Yeah.
Doers, they do things and they change the world.
Yeah. Amen, Steve Jobs. I'm not that talented, to be honest.
I think I saw that quote from Boondock Saints Part 2. That was like the opening quote.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Literally, when you go into it, it's this guy talking this quote, and like I think that's where it came from.
Nice.
I used to have that printed out. I thought it was I didn't say it in its entirety, but it was really, there's talkers and there's doers, and doers is what freaking...
What's that? There's that other saying where it's like...
Google Boondock Saints 2.
Hold on, yeah, but I'm gonna hard work beats talent.
Oh yeah.
When talent stops working or something. Fuck, what is it?
Yeah, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not fucking working...
Hard work beats... No. Talent beats hard work. Hard work beats talent when... Okay, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That's so true. You know what I'm saying? You can be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't start doing something, you're not gonna get anywhere. And that's back to me.
Look at the Boondocks one. Do Boondock Saints 2.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I am. I'm not the most talented dude in the world, man. I lack a lot of talent and creativity, but I try really hard and I work really hard, and then finally it comes around. You know what I mean? My failure rate is 90 to 10. You know, I'm failing all the time.
I like this.
Just bring up Netflix. Let's just watch a whole movie.
I know, right?
So you're gonna put this one up on YouTube or what?
What the heck?
Let me help you make the thumbnail for this. All right. Well, since you're looking at that, let's wrap up this episode. Okay. Because I know people. All right. So what does this say? There's two kinds of people in this world. There's DJ Shoney and everyone else. Just kidding. There's two kinds of people in this world. I can't read it. It's like all fucking blurry, man. Maybe I'm just going blind. Well, let's wrap up this episode. Put that in the description. Make people read the description.
Man, this was a really good quote. I liked it.
I'm telling you, I don't have much reception up in this beautiful brewery. This is Stone, right? Stone Brewery in Point Loma, Liberty Station. It's a beautiful area. If you guys listening right now want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is DJ Shoney, DJSCHOENY official. And then YouTube is just DJ Shoney. My podcast is called Past and Present. If you just literally type Shoney into any platform, my name will come up. DJSCHOENY. That's pretty much it. I should probably just wrap this episode up, bro. Everyone's just sitting here like listening, and you're trying to find this awesome, this life-changing quote. And I need to get out of here, man.
Yeah, you do.
Wrap it up.
Okay. All right. Oh, here it is. That's the one that I posted too. That's from my Pinterest account.
Oh, nice. There's two kinds of people in this world. When you boil it all down, you got your talkers and you got your doers. Most people are just talkers. All they do is talk. But when it's all said and done, it's the doers that change the world. You should get that tattooed.
I should. That's a massive tattoo.
Chest piece right there.
Anyways, we're closing up with that. Thank you for tuning in to Bjorn to be live.
Just thank you.
Thank you. I hope you guys got a lot of good insight and info out of this.